Honestly, you just can't have anything good as a Cavs fan. We couldn't have LeBron for a while after his time with the Cavaliers. The first time he went to the Heat, he came back and then won a title, and then he left again. And now we come to the current day Cavs. We finally get a playoff team, and now we lose so many people after All-Star break. Darius Garland, he is out for a couple weeks, I think. Maybe for a couple days, it depends. Karis LeVert, he's out for a couple weeks. Rondo, out for a couple weeks. So now the Cavaliers have no point guard, and we have no real scoring threat. Jared Allen, we don't know how he's going to play without Darius Garland. Evan Mobley, we don't know how he's really going to play, honestly. I don't trust Brandon Godwin. So now we have low legitimate playmaker like Darius Garland was, and we have no scoring threat like Darius Garland was. And this team is in bad shape, and now this team could slowly drop out of the standings because of the injuries they are dealing with. Like, let's look at the lineup right now without the point guards. As Okoro, his scoring is getting better, but we don't know if we can do that on a daily basis. Evan Mobley, we'll see how he does. Jared Allen, it's pretty clear that sometimes without Darius, he's not the same player. And as far as I know, with most of these injuries, Karis LeVert is a foot sprain, so like I said, he'll be out for a couple weeks. With Rondo, it's a toe sprain, so he'll be out for a couple weeks. And with Darius, he's kind of confusing right now. He has a bone bruise, and he could be out for a couple weeks. It all depends on how his treatment goes. But like I said, we're in really bad shape right now. And it just seems like the Cavs had the worst of luck, honestly. We had to deal with COVID when Darius Garland, Laurie, at one point got put on the list. Kevin Love got put on the list. Then when Evan Mobley got put on the list. And Jared Allen also got put on the COVID list. Either that or he was dealing with an illness. So they have just been dealing with it all over the place at this point. And remember, whenever Laurie, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, all those guys were out, the Cavs went on a bit of a losing streak. And yeah, that kind of hurt us. And now, unfortunately, we got to deal with this again. Like, we're having multiple injuries, and we don't know how long these guys are going to be out. And especially when you're in the mix of a playoff push, this is not a good time for most of your star players to get injured. Like, we seriously just can't catch a break. We finally are good without LeBron. We finally are ending this cycle of Cavs only being good with LeBron. And this happens. We just can't catch a break. Like, come on, basketball guys. Like, give us a break. Golly. And our next 4 games are going to be pretty hard, minus the Wizards. We play the Timberwolves, the 76ers, and we also play the Hornets. Those teams are not slouches, so those are going to be rough games for us down the stretch. And honestly, I don't know how that's going to work without 2 or 3 of our best scorers, or 2 of our best scorers. I don't know. 2 of our best players, too. I don't know how that's going to work. And if I'm being truthfully honest, this team might just be a play-in team. Like, honestly, I don't see how this team can win consistently down this long stretch with some of these opponents. And honestly, if I'm also being truthfully honest, this team might not even make the playoffs. Honestly, we can make the play-in and not even make the playoffs. So, this is going to be a rough and brutal stretch for us. We do all this, and injuries finally want to get us at the wrong place, the wrong time. But anyways, I hope for the best like every Cavs fan does. I'm honestly pissed off about it. Depressed even, maybe. I'm going to write the video up here. If you haven't yet, and like the video, comment, subscribe. And honestly, Cavs Nation, let's hope for the best.